Hi traders, it's Ben Ngoo. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I like doing this to motivate you guys because some guys will be like, oh, trading is scam, trading, you can't make money trading, this blah 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 and all that bullshit. Well, this is my MFF account. You can clearly see my name there, and I don't really. I'm doing this video to show you guys my trading journey. I was able to start with zero account balance, like zero, literally nothing in my account, and working my way from that point, overcoming the psychology behind it, to getting multiple payouts across different funding companies and growing my portfolio and living independently. So it's not been easy, but I would like to share with you guys how you guys can actually do it too. Let me give you guys a little story of how I started. Back in 2020, the first few months of 2020, I was done with my university, and I was like, I need to do something with my life. So I was looking at different things I could venture into, and then I came across Forex. You understand? Like every fresh graduate comes across Forex, especially the region where I was. And I was looking into it. It looked like something that didn't make sense at first, but then I was like, I needed something where I could sit down at home and just work from home, something that will give me the opportunity to do other things I love. Okay, not just going to work, but also doing things I actually love and making so much money from it. Then going online, like Instagram, YouTube, you see a lot of traders making so much money from trading, like the Lamborghini lifestyle, buying a lot of houses, and I was like, wow, if they can do this thing from staying at home, then I also can do it. And then I was like, okay, yes, let me go into trading. And I was thinking, like, my first 6 months, I was going to be a profitable trader because I was like, I'm actually very intelligent, so I can do a lot of things. But I was surprised. Things are actually not like that. And being a young, fresh graduate, things were actually kind of like rough. I didn't have an apartment at that particular point in time. I was staying with someone, a friend, who accommodated me during that time period. So I was like learning how to trade. It was difficult. No mentor, nothing. So I had to like go on YouTube, downloading videos, watching different videos, Renatio, some traders back then, Raja Banks, I think then Raja Banks was always in his live streams. There was a guy, Siad FX. So I was just doing like going through like all those traders, like watching their videos, learning about support, learning about resistance, learning different kind of concepts, trying to like add so many things. It was so difficult. Like it was so difficult. There are times where I sit down at home and I cry. Like I just like this is not going to work out for me. Like I was confused. But I had that belief that I told myself back in 2020 that I was still young. If I give myself 5 years for this, then in 5 years' time I'm still young. You understand? If I can start making money from then till I die, then I'll make like I've lived a very successful life. That was my mindset going into trading. So I gave I gave myself time to grow. So I wasn't like going into trading that okay, I expected to make it in like 6 months, but I gave myself 5 years for failure. I don't know if you get it. So I wasn't like really rushing. I was really taking my time to really understand how things were going. So like checking out how other traders trade and all that kind of like helped me technically. So I was like kind of sound technically, but knowing about technicals and trading is not just going to guarantee you success because trading is one game where you could do stupid things and still make a lot of money if you know how to do it right. If you know how to manage risk, if you know how to be disciplined and do the same thing over and over. So trading is not necessarily about knowledge. As much as knowledge is needed, experience is actually and discipline is actually one of the most important things in trading. So yeah, that's basically how I started. And we are watching videos on YouTube and all that and live streams and I got my technicals in place, but the psychology took me years to really strengthen because I kept going in circles, okay, knowing about profits because back in 2010 was when funding companies really started making sense, and that was when I was like, okay, with this, I could actually leverage up and make so much money with trading. Because at first, like depositing $100 in a broker and trying to make that into thousands of dollars didn't make sense for me when I just started trading. Because at that time, there wasn't funding companies that I know of. Probably I wasn't aware at that time, but so I was like, this doesn't make sense. But when funding company came, FTMO came, funding talent back then came, it made sense that okay, I need to pursue this as a career. And then yeah, that's how I started, gather some money, took my first challenge, did rubbish, blew it with news. So like I was always doing a lot of stupid things. But then because I had no money and because most of the money I get are like from family, just try to like see money here and there, smallest account I could possibly find. I was always very intelligent in trading them. I was very, very careful. So then I knew about backtesting because traders I follow always talk about backtesting. They're backtest, always backtest, always backtest. But then I didn't know how to go about it. I didn't know how to backtest, what to backtest. It was just confusing. That was like my first year. Um, but not until like my second year, I knew what to backtest, how to properly backtest. That's why in trading, you need time. Okay, a lot of new traders go into trading, they rush. And you notice when you rush things, you go in circles. And before you know, the time you don't want to take to really like to properly learn it, you waste that time in doing stupid things. So sometimes take your time to like absorb the informations and understand them. So I learned a lot of concepts over the years, like every single concept possible. I think I've learned them. I've been able to like take little parts from different things. That's why sometimes when I post on TikTok, I post on IG, they ask me, are you an ICT trader? Are you a support resistance trader? Are you this? Are you that? I'm like, I just like tell them I trade what makes sense. At the end of the day, I looked at ICT concepts. I took what made sense to me. I looked at like support resistance. I took what made sense to me. I looked at some other concepts. I looked at what made sense to me. Then I added them together and create a strategy. Backtested that shit for like 6 months, for like a very long time. I backtested for a very long. I made sure I was one with that strategy before I started trading it. And then my account just started growing. I just started seeing the success. Um, so that's just the way it is. Traders try to like look for what they're not supposed to look for. A perfect strategy, something very mechanical. In the market, there's nothing mechanical. You cannot just come to the chart and say, okay, during the first hour of London session, I'm looking at the 30 minutes, um, this or looking at this, the first 30 minutes candle, I enter a trade. It doesn't work that way. To be honest, some traders could actually find success that way. But majority of traders won't be able to trade that way. Like the trading is not mechanical. If it was that easy, a lot of people will be successful. Trading takes intuition. You need to be able to like make decisions, make spontaneous decisions on the spot. So you need to understand what you are doing. You need to be one with your strategy. You need to know that okay, anytime, even if you wake me up, anytime you give me the chart, this is the same thing. This is exactly how I would look at the market in a very, very systematic way. That way it helps you. It helps your psychology. If I take a loss, there are times where I take losses like okay, currently now I'm on draw now on my funded accounts. Okay, I'm on down now of like 1.5%. But I don't feel anything because I know just one win, I'm back up more profits. So I don't feel it because I know my strategy is supposed to give me losses. I expect the losses. Um, I know the wins will take care of it easily. Okay, so I'm not scared. The loss doesn't really. I'm not scared if I take a loss. I'm not scared if I take two losses. I'm not scared if I take three losses. I know my statistics day in, day out. Every month, I try to post it on my Telegram. Okay, this is statistics for this month, this is statistics for this month. That way, it's easier for you to track your progress and look at what you are doing and know that, okay, yes, I'm doing the right thing. So it's easy. Like, it's easy when you have a very systematic way of doing things. Traders just do things anyhow and they want to get, you do things anyhow, you have anyhow results. Like, that's just what it is. You do things anyhow, you have anyhow results. So, um, trading is scary, but if you are able to overcome the scary parts, it becomes easier. People around me actually look at like, do you even have a job? Because basically do nothing. They think I do nothing, but I know the amount of emotional trauma I go through when I take a trade. Trust me, no matter how experienced you are, when you take a trade, the emotions come. Like I take a trade and I just switch off my computer because I don't want to look at the trade. I just don't want that unnecessary feeling. I know, okay, it might be a win, I know what I'm supposed to expect, but we are all humans, we have emotions. So that's just the way it is. So let me go back to my story and just like finish it up and explain how I was able to like overcome all that. So at some point in my training journey, my first year, going to my second year, I had to like join a community because I knew I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, I had the knowledge, technical knowledge, but I needed to see a trader doing this thing live, then replicate the results. Okay, so I joined a community, the trader trades. That's when I realized that I wasn't supposed to be looking for too many trades all the time. I was just looking for setups every single day. That's when I need that. I need to take my time, let my setups develop. So join that community, help my psychology. I stayed there for only 1 month. I was able to save up some money to join it. So I stayed there for just 1 month. I took my time to study how it does these things, and then that was where I really started getting it as a trader. As a pro trader, I knew that okay, I needed to be calm, I needed to be disciplined, I needed to take my time to select my setups. So from there, moving forward, understanding my strategy. When I took a challenge again, I was able to pass it. Okay, I was able to know my statistics, know the best risk. That's very important. Risk that will give me the best reward for me to quickly pass a challenge with having minimal drawdown. So some traders will tell you you risk 0.5%, some traders will tell you risk 1.1%, 1.5, 2%. It depends on your strategy, depends on your risk tolerance. So these little things you need to understand. So when I joined them together, took a challenge, I passed it, I got payout, I used it to get another challenge. It's difficult because you have life expenses, but you just have to be able to manage budgets. So like doing those little things takes time. I took a challenge one time and I spent like 3 months to pass it. Who cares? You understand? Who cares? At the end of the day, it's passed. You understand? So sometimes now if I want to take a challenge, I won't pass in like a month because now I have the money to spare. Okay, I had the money to spare. If I blew it, I don't mind. So I'll go very, very aggressively. But if you're just starting out, you can't go aggressive because if you blow that money, where would you see another money? So you have to go very, very conservative. Yeah, that's it. So go very conservative. Take your time, trade it according to your risk tolerance. When you pass it, when you get like first two, three payouts, you start getting in sync with the market. Things start becoming easier and you can grow from there. So I just hope you guys were able to like, I don't know, yeah, I don't know. I just said a whole lot of nonsense, but I just wanted to like share some of my experiences with you guys. I feel like I'll try to post in more about my real life experiences regarding trading. I feel like it's easier to pour out how I feel than explaining some things that are actually not really necessary. So yeah, you can actually join my Telegram. Link is in the description of this video. So peace out.